Now, I, the potter, can see to the bottom of my vessel, the bottom of my vessel's heart. Can you guys see the bottom of the vessel heart of mine? Can you see it? What would you have to do to see the bottom of the heart of my vessel? Who said that? You already know this. You already know that. So she's going to come over here so that she can, what are you going to do?
Look inside.
She's going to look inside, but you know what she had to do that? She had to come closer to me, the potter, to see the heart of my vessel. So you guys, I know at TFA, we aren't bullies and we aren't like entitled, and that we aren't like spoiled or any of those things that some of the public schools may say about us. But one thing I noticed, even at the beginning of the school year, is that there's some kids out there during lunch and recharge that are sitting alone. Maybe they're new students, maybe they're just noxious and you don't want to be around them, I don't know. But I challenge you to look beyond what shoes they wear, look beyond, because see, we're wearing uniforms, so you can't really say what clothes they wear because they're wearing uniforms. But you can look at shoes, because I'll tell you, shoes will tell you who has the money and who doesn't. I don't have the money. My kids came here because I got a discount. So does that make me a lesser of a person, or my kids lesser of people? No, and they're pretty cool kids. They had friends. I think they're obnoxious sometimes. My kids are obnoxious. I mean, your parents probably think that about you sometimes, but they love you very much, right? Anyway. So, in order to see the heart of other people, because the Bible says mankind looks on the outside, but God looks on the heart. So those people sitting alone, God knows their heart. God knows if the reason they're sitting there is because they're mean, or because maybe they just don't know anybody and they really would like a friend to come up and even just walk by and say something. My daughter taught me this and still does it today, and it really helps me. My youngest daughter, whenever we're anywhere, cashier at a Publix, or just somewhere where there's a stranger, she'll find something about them that she likes, their earrings, their fingernails, whatever, and she'll say, hey, I like your nails, or hey, I like your earrings, or hey, I like your backpack, or whatever. And she'll say that, and it immediately connects. Just like Jesus did when he said, hey, can I have a glass of water? Or hey, take me to your house for lunch. He immediately established a relationship, and then he could minister to them and share the truth with them. Okay, so it doesn't take much. Just say something nice. Don't be, like nervous about it. And if they reject you, whatever, right? Doesn't mean anything about you. Just let them reject you. So moving past the heart, I'm going to put my thumb back in here. One thing I want you to recognize, fourth period had a hard time with this, don't put your clay down today until the very end, and I'll show you how to put it down. Because God keeps us in his palm, he keeps us safe until we're ready to stand on our own. And it's not going to be ready till tomorrow. All right, we're going to help it stand tomorrow. But today we're going to keep it in our hands. So your hand is going to be right here. I'm going to put my thumb back in there. Now, I'm right-handed, so my right thumb should be in my pot. My left hand is the one that's holding it. Any lefties in here? Okay. You can do it right-handed, or you can do it the opposite. If you want to do it the opposite, you put it in your right hand, you use your left thumb. My husband and my middle daughter are left-handed, and they tell me what a horrible world it is, because like spiral ring notebooks and scissors and other such things are just always backwards. He even tells me pens are backwards because they have writing on them, and they're for a right-handed person, but a left-handed person it's upside down. Never thought about that if I wanted to read a pen. So I'm going to put my thumb back in. I'm going to take my 4 fingers and I'm going to start pressing and turning, just like this, all the way at the bottom. And I'm going to go around about 3 times. I'm not going to go around just once. And it's going to make what just looks like a little pimple on the top there, just a little bit, and you can't really see it, but my heart is getting bigger. Your heart gets bigger through a series of things in your lives. When somebody dies in your family, you learn an emotion, or when you see somebody get hurt, or when something's sad, or when something's happy. Everything that you experience makes your heart bigger. So we're going to, and stronger also. We're gonna just continue to make this bigger. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher now. And I'm again gonna go about 3 times around, all the way around. Whenever I do this, it's a pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn. Have anybody seen Legally Blonde? Nobody in this class. Oh yeah, a lot of people, okay. So you know the bend and snap? Yeah, the girls know. I had 3 boys that knew what the bend and snap was. Is that weird? It's weird. I thought it was weird.
They kind of don't want to tell you.
Okay, so I'm going to keep going, 3, and I'm going to move up the side. I'm going to keep moving. At some point, I'm going to change to another hand thing, but I'm not there, still going around. I am not pushing too hard. Some of y'all amazing Hulks over there, if I see fingerprints like this, you're pressing too hard. Pressing too hard, okay? So I'm going to go around. I'm getting closer to the top, see? I want it to be about as thick as a female pinky. A male pinky is too thick. Male pinkies are usually like this. Female pinky. So if you don't have a female pinky, you can look at somebody at the table may have a female pinky. Okay, see I'm getting bigger and bigger. And now I'm going to get all the way to the edge. And when I get to the edge, I'm going to change my position. I'm going to take 2 fingers. I'm going to stick 2 fingers in there, and I'm still holding it in my palm. And I'm going to do the slide and turn, slide and turn, slide and turn. I'm just fixing the inside. Those of you who know Legally Blonde's bend and snap, you understand why. Every time, I can't, it's just reverberating in my brain right now. But this will help smooth out the inside without flaring it. You don't want it to flare out right now. Okay. Now I'm gonna, this is what it looks like. Yours should look like that. I should not have a flat bottom. If you've put it down, you have a flat bottom. That was incorrect. Please don't put it down yet. I'm gonna then take it, I'm gonna put it on my board, and I'm gonna tap. And when I do that, it's gonna make it flat again. And I'm gonna take my finger, this is kind of hard to do. I don't know if I can, I guess I'm not, I'm going